Hello, I'm Mr. Mobility, and in this video, I want to talk about the things that you can do on your smartphone. For those of us who have been using smartphones for about 2 decades, it's easy to forget that there are people who are new to these devices and really do not know the full extent of what the smartphones are capable of. I started with smartphones right from the very early days, the first, the first ancestors of smartphones. I remember the Nokia communicators, the Ericsson R380S, Motorola Complete 008, and the like. These were the first mobile devices with advanced capabilities that could be considered smart in any way. And then the iPhone arrived, Android arrived, and things went to a totally new level. What that means is that the average smartphone today is infinitely capable of doing so much more than what those early devices could do. So I'm going to run this as simply as I can. Of course, your smartphone can make telephone calls, right? Hello, how are you? You can talk to your loved ones, talk to your colleagues. And in some cases, maybe if you're a mafia boss or something, you can talk to your enemies too, right? The telephone capability is the very first capability that, is established in any smartphone. Then there's texting, good old texting via your network or carrier. And then there is instant messaging. Instant messaging covers iMessage, covers WhatsApp, Telegram, any platform that allows you to quickly exchange messages with someone on the fly in real time is an instant messaging platform. I do not know whether email is as popular as it used to be. I'm over 50 now. In my time, email was a big thing. I'm not so sure that with the younger generation, especially Gen Z and Gen Alpha, that email is that much of a thing. I imagine everyone still has an email account, of course, but may not use it as much as my generation does. But your phone allows you to send and receive email. Back in the day when fax was a thing, if you don't know what fax was or what fax is, just quickly Google. Fax was a messaging platform from way back. Some of my smartphones allowed me to send and receive fax messages. Okay. In today's day and age, your smartphone allows you to send and receive files, whether it's PDF, whether it's a Word document, whether it's a video or an image, whatever kind of media it is you are interested in sharing. Your smartphone actually allows you to do that. What else does your smartphone allow you to do? Let's look at the most common these days. Social media. You are able to connect with hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of people at a time by simply getting on a social media platform. It could be TikTok, it could be Instagram, it could be X, formerly known as Twitter, or Facebook. You share something and you have millions of people responding, liking, sharing, and all that. So your smartphone actually can be your billboard. Let's put it that way. So you're starting a business or you want to publicize something. If you have a social media account with a sizable following, all you have to do is put that thing up on that platform, and thousands, tens of thousands, millions, sometimes tens of millions, and sometimes hundreds of millions of people will be able to access that and spread the word around on your behalf. So social media, or more accurately, since we're talking about what your smartphone can do, your smartphone is a modern day digital billboard. Yes, you carry it in your pocket, but it's a powerful advertising tool. It's a powerful tool for communication. The smartphone allows you to shop. Yes, whether you have the Amazon app installed or it's AliExpress or it's some other store, your smartphone helps you shop. You can do a lot of your shopping online while sitting in your house, or while sitting at an event, or while traveling around the country and have them delivered to a particular, whatever location you want, anywhere in that country that you're resident in. And sometimes you can shop internationally and have it shipped, from outside your country to your location. So your smartphone is actually great at helping you shop. In more recent times, your smartphone has become a powerful medical tool. Paired with a smartwatch or a fitness tracker, you are able to monitor your pulse, calories consumed, the number of steps you've taken, in some cases, your blood pressure, sugar level, all sorts of things, depending on the capabilities of that smartphone and the fitness tracker or smartwatch. You have a very, very effective health and fitness monitoring tool in your hands. That's one of the beauties of modern smartphones. They are powerful health tools that can make you, that can help you live healthier. For example, after sitting for an hour, my smartwatch will beep me and say, get up and move around a little bit. It helps with the sedentary lifestyle. All of that information that my smartwatch gleans from my person is synchronized with my smartwatch, so I can access the whole thing on a big screen, access more detailed layers of that information on this screen, and get things done. You're still talking about what your smartphone is able to do. You're able to scan menus, you're able to make instant payments. So your smartphone pretty much can act like a payment card. There are many retailers and service providers who provide a QR code for making payments, and you just, either touch your phone to the terminal or make it scan a code, and the payment is made. The money is deducted from your account, you're issued a receipt, you're all sorted out. So your smartphone is also an effective payment tool, and we're going to see more and more innovation in the line of payments in the decades ahead. What else can your smartphone do, or what else can you do on your smartphone? You can do banking, you can do transfers. All over the world now, thanks to mobile phones and apps, people are able to carry their bank accounts with them wherever they go. They're able to access things and get things done right from wherever they are. It really doesn't matter where they are, whether they're at home, they're in school, they're at work, they're on the road, they are playing somewhere, you're taking a hiking. As long as there's cell phone coverage, you can get your banking transactions done. What else can you do on your smartphone? You can invest. There are lots of apps by registered, licensed investment agencies and businesses, stockbrokers, mutual funds managers. They have all these apps that allow you sign up, register, transfer funds, buy the stocks that you want, buy that investment package that you want. You're able to monitor the performance of your portfolio day to day. Back in my time, in the early 2000s, you had no idea how your investment portfolio was doing without picking up your phone to call your stockbroker, and then he or she tells you this is what is going on. This one is a recommended buy, that one is a recommended sell. But now, in today's world, with an app, you're getting daily updates. You're able to see, oh, these ones are dropping in price. This one is rising. This is a good time to do this. That's a good time to do that. It's amazing. In the line of productivity, you can compose, type, documents, messages, blog posts, all sorts of documented material on your smartphone. You can do PowerPoint slides. You can do Microsoft Word text only. You can embed images, and then you can share them after you're done. So your smartphone actually allows you to be as productive as you want to be. If you use WordPress, there's a WordPress app. You can log in there, create your blog post, format it, and then publish from there. There are other apps for other platforms, apps for cPanel, apps for Web Host Manager, all sorts of apps for FTP if you need to do file transfers from the back end. There are lots of apps. Your smartphone allows you to do that. You can monitor and manage your cell phone number with your carrier right from the comfort of your app. Gone are the days where you have to go to your carrier or mobile network operator's office or shop for every little thing. You can do a lot of that right now on your smartphone. Your smartphone is a great music player. It allows you to store, keep, manage your collection, organize them into playlists, how you want to listen to them, whether you want them offline or you want them online. Your smartphone is an amazing music player. Your smartphone is also a fantastic video screen. You want to watch your favorite TV shows, you want to watch the latest Marvel movies, the latest Hollywood movies, the latest Nollywood movies. There are apps for all of these. And with the high resolution and superb screens that we have on phones and the fantastic speakers on some of them that we have these days, enjoying multimedia on your smartphone is a breeze. So your smartphone is a mini theater, right? I'm a movie buff. I used to go to the theater a lot. These days, not as much as I used to, but yes, I still do every now and then. But if there's a movie I want to watch and it's available on a digital platform, I'm watching it on my phone. When I need to hang out with friends, yes, we go to the cinema, physically because we want company. But if I just want to see the movie and no other reason attached, I can watch it on my phone. And that's beautiful. Did I mention to you that your smartphone is also a fantastic image editor, depending on, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of photo editing apps out there. My favorite is Photo Editor, and that's what I use predominantly hand in hand with Canva for creating, manipulating, editing images. And it does a fantastic job. 20 years ago, you needed a PC installed with Photoshop or Photo Paint or CorelDRAW before you can create graphics and manipulate photos and all that. Now you can do all of that from the comfort of your smartphone. Whatever image editing app that you use, it can be done right here on your smartphone. The same goes for video editing. You can do video editing on your phone. Some use CapCut, some use some others. My favorite video editor is UCut, and it does a very great job at it. I am able to manipulate videos. Oh, I also use YouTube Create because I'm a YouTuber, of course. So I use YouTube Create as well. Usually, most people use a combination of 2 or more different editing apps to get the best results. Why? Because most of these apps don't have everything. But if you combine 1 or 2, you get the job done easily. Your smartphone allows you to hold virtual meetings. Whether you are using Google Meet or you're using Zoom or you're using some other third-party app or service for it, you are able to hold conference meetings, group meetings, right with your smartphone without leaving where you are. It really doesn't matter where you are. You're able to stay as productive as possible. What else can you do on your smartphone? In the 80s and 90s, before the internet got to some of us, when new songs were released, Michael Jackson will release a song, Prince will release a song, some of us had no idea what Michael Jackson was saying in some of those songs, right? You're hearing the music, you're enjoying the music. I, in particular, am enjoying the music. If it's danceable, I am enjoying it because I love to dance. But some of the lyrics were not clear to me. And it took decades after I had access to the internet to realize that some of what I thought those songs said were wrong. And so we began to use Google to search out the lyrics of songs. But today, thanks to SoundHound, apps like SoundHound and Shazam, you can actually be listening to one of those tracks and quickly Shazam it, and it will give you not just the lyrics, the artist, what year it was released, some other details as well. So your modern smartphone helps you to search out information, in this case about music. But it's not just about music. For example, someone asks me a question about something I've never heard before, or I'm having a conversation with someone and they mention something I've never heard before. I open my smartphone, go to a search engine and type in that question. What is this thing? Or I pick one of the available AIs, Whether it's Copilot, it's Gemini, or some other, or ChatGPT, I pick up and I type in that question, what is so, 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 and so, and so, and my smartphone presents to me that information. So my smartphone is also a powerful learning tool. It allows you to learn. In the last 2 decades, I have consistently pointed out to multiple individuals that the modern smartphone is the modern library. In my teens, I had to go to a physical building with stacks of books on all sides and dig through to find the exact book that contained the information that I needed. I wanted to know about NASA's latest rockets. I would have to dig through to find it. Now you have a smartphone in your hand that allows you to search the world's greatest reservoir of knowledge, the web. And if you use that very well, you can learn almost anything. I studied architecture and design at the university level, but all my life I have earned a living from tech. How did I learn tech? I learned it from the internet. I learned some of it using a PC because back then PCs were more predominant than smartphones. Today smartphones are more predominant than PCs. You can use this to learn. If you are stuck in a rut, you do not have income, or your current income is too low, you can learn new skills using your smartphone. All of those hours that you spend scrolling on social media, devote a huge chunk of them to learning a new skill. There are free courses. Start with those. If you don't have any money right now, start with free courses and learn the basics. After you have learned the basics, apply them, earn some money, then sign up for paid courses so that you can brush up and all that. Whatever it is, the modern smartphone is perhaps the greatest digital learning tool available today. Anyone who has a smartphone and an internet connection can learn so much. You can learn to mix cocktails. You can learn to tailor. You can learn to paint. You can learn to draw. You can learn to garden. You can learn to cook. You can learn to swim. You can learn to run. You can learn to code. You can learn to create content. There is almost no limit to the educational capacities of the modern smartphone. Let's talk about some more basic things. The modern smartphone is also a calculator, right? It allows you to calculate blah, blah, blah. It's also a converter. You want to know how many kilometers are in a mile? Check that your calculator up. The functionalities there. You want to know how many kilograms equate pounds? The smartphone helps you figure that out. How many miles are in a kilometer? With a few taps of your button, you'll get that from your smartphone. These are basic functions, but they are all there. Converters for length, converters for area, converters for volume, converters for time, converters for temperature, converters for weight. It's amazing what your smartphone is capable of. There are smartphones that are able to tell you how fast you are moving, especially if you're using Google Maps or any of the other navigational tools. As you are in motion, your phone can tell you you're going at 65 kilometers per hour right now, and keep showing you as your speed changes, over time. It also helps you tell how many kilometers or how many miles you have left to cover before you get to your destination. That way you have an idea of where you are, especially if you're traveling to places that you have never been to. The modern smartphone helps you navigate. I am a traveler, I'm an adventurer, and I have been to places that I had never been before relying on my smartphone. Yes, there's always a margin of error every now and then, but for the most part, these things are extremely accurate and actually will get you to where you're going. So that's another thing that you can do with your smartphone. You can navigate, you can explore, you can find places, you can determine which routes have traffic and then pick an alternative route. It's amazing, really, the kind of technology that is packed into the modern smartphone. Have I mentioned to you, in addition to editing videos and all that you can upload, for example, YouTube Create and YouTube Studio, they allow you to create videos and then upload to YouTube and fill in all the information that you need right here in the palm of your hands. And there are other platforms that are like that as well. Vimeo is there, so many others. Whatsoever you really want to do, your smartphone is capable. What else can you do with your smartphone? Of course, you can take pictures. Modern smartphone cameras are so advanced compared to what smartphone cameras used to be 10, 20 years ago. They are so advanced that the very best out there are close to standalone cameras in many ways. And it's amazing what you can do. My YouTube videos are recorded on a smartphone camera. I am very deliberate about that. I take all my pictures with my smartphones. I record all my videos with smartphones because my goal over the last 2 decades has been to demonstrate what is possible using smartphones. I don't buy standalone cameras. I don't buy standalone equipment. Everything I do revolves around mobile phones. That's why I'm called Mr. Mobility after all. Okay, what else can you do on your smartphone? Some smartphones come with a compass built in. This is different from Google Maps or Apple Maps. This helps you tell what direction you're facing at any point in time. And it's great for finding your way around. It even also tells you what street you are on. They keep getting better and better with more advancements. What else can your smartphone do? Your smartphone helps you to store, manage, and synchronize your contacts, your calendars, your to-do lists. You never have to lose a contact again. I don't understand people who still say, oh, I lost your phone number, I lost your contact. This is 2024. You should not be losing anybody's phone number or contact anymore. Why? Every time somebody gives you their contact, simply type it in and save it to your online account. It's automatically synced to the cloud. And when you sign into another phone, you sign into another tablet, all of that information is synced to that next device. You don't have to say, oh, okay, I have a new phone. Let me copy my contacts from here and take them to the new phone. You no longer have to do that. It's done seamlessly. It's done automatically by making sure that you have set up either your Google account, your Microsoft account, any other contact syncing account that you choose to use. And every time you save a contact or you save an appointment or you save something into your to-do list, it is automatically synchronized to the cloud, to that account. You never have to lose any of those things again. Your smartphone allows you to do that. Your smartphone allows you to keep notes. I used to keep diaries. I still have diaries from the 80s and the 90s. I had scribblings in them from top to bottom, every single page. Now I don't have to do that anymore. I can keep notes. I can keep my diaries online. And they are synchronized year after year, decade after decade. I never have to lose any of those. You can hail a ride, right? Whether it's Uber, Bolt, InDriver, whatever other ride-hailing service, you can book a ride. Whether it's a car, it's an SUV, or it's a bike, or whatever other form of transportation comes up, you are able to book rides from your smartphone. What else can you do? Study your Bible or Quran or whatever holy book you believe in. If you're a person of faith, you can keep up with your faith from your smartphone. I don't remember the last time I bought a physical Bible. I don't even think I know what a physical Bible looks like anymore because all of my readings are done on my phone. It's completely digital. That's something else your smartphone allows you to do, or something else that you can do on your smartphone. There are almost no limits. I have apps here that remind me of the birthdays of my contacts. Google Contacts, to a certain extent, does that, but there are apps that are actually specialized at doing that. I have both. So I'm able to keep up with the birthdays of my friends and family and everyone so that, I don't get thrown out of the house one day. I do not get it when people say, oh, I forgot your birthday. It just seems to me like that person is not important to you because you have this, you should not be forgetting anybody's birthday. Really, you really should not. Of course, your smartphone helps you to keep time and keep track of dates and years. Oh, today is the 23rd of September, 2024, blah, 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 blah. You're able to do that on your smartphone. I think I have covered as many things as possible. There might be a few areas that I have left out. Oh, on the professional level, of course, there are apps that were developed for your profession. Whether you're a doctor, an architect, a lawyer, a farmer, whatever, there are apps, dedicated apps that meet a need in your particular profession and that help you get the job done. There are apps that you can use to measure distances, right? So I can measure the width of this window by just pointing my phone camera at it and opening an app, blah, 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 blah. So as an engineer, an architect, a surveyor, you can do all of that on your smartphone. So there are dedicated niche functionality and tools that you can use on your smartphone to get certain things done as well. I have covered the most widespread ones. I have covered the most common ones. And all you have to do is just explore your smartphone a little bit more. There's so much more that it can do.